Okay, stream is connected.
Yay! We are on the stream! Hello!
Well, time to stop swearing.
Yep, time to not be funny anymore. I used all my jokes before now.
Wow, my brain.
Is an organ
Do I want to know?
inside your skull.
I was looking for the word chronologically, and it came out chronologically.
Chronologically. I mean, that sounds like an anthropological term, maybe. Hi!
Alright, this is all set up over here.
Hello, friends!
Chronologically. Is that how you handle Breath of the Wild?
Oh my god.
That's
Chronological. Chronological.
Logic your crones.
Okay. Where do we leave off?
We were just about to descend into the abyss.
AKA madness.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Because you left that poor other version of you to suffer in a
That I did.
vacuum and
Yeah, you monster.
monster.
Alright.
Terrible person.
Well, lose that or shoot it.
Yes!
Those weren't good choices.
Mercy killing! Kevorkian! Come on!
I mean, we would
Let's see.
call you a monster.
I'm going to need
regardless.
a second.
I will
Thank you.
be an alcoholic over here. Don't mind me.
Go be an alcoholic somewhere else.
So, good evening, Internet. How's that for a start? It is 8:05 p.m. on Saturday, February 3rd, 2018. This is Stone of Graves, still.
Listen, they've been here before. They know what this is.
Yeah. We should be finishing it tonight, though. We'll be playing SOMA. I am doing this intro all out of order. I'm your host, Mark Amsrai, DJ Amstrack. Tonight we have John, Melissa, and Daniel.
Hi!
SOMA, probably the end of the game.
Possibly. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I was picking on Mark for running and hiding in a corner for an hour and a half.
True story.
I'm exaggerating a little bit.
A little bit.
She was picking on.
Anyway, let me go ahead and get it starting up. Last time
Last time on Dragon Ball Z!
Dragon.
Dragon Ball Z!
I forgot my drink. Anyway, last time
Johnny should
we...
look at his drink.
And actually, I forget whether that one's even got anything in it or not.
It does, actually.
Ah, good. Thank you.
It's full of fluid.
Do we want to turn off the light for maximum spoop, or do we want
Yes.
them to actually be able to
Spoopy
see
doopy,
us?
spoopy doop.
Bring
Spoopy
forth
doopy
the
doop doop.
spoops.
Think for the spoops?
They can kind of see us, which works well enough.
Partially because the kitchen light's still on.
Yeah.
Spoopy doopy doopy doop. Spoopy doopy doop 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 doop.
Man, there's like the most flattering picture of me in the Discord. I love it. And by flattering, I mean I don't.
Well, that's fine.
It looks like a scary, like, prawn or a
I see it.
What?
It's like
Yes.
two red beady eyes and like antennae, and
Yeah, if
it's
you
like
look at the
reaching
hole.
down at you with its. See, look, prawn, spoopy prawn.
Insanity Prawn Boy.
Or now it looks a bit like Tamatoa from Moana.
Talking about.
Make way, make way.
That. See, those are the eyes, and then the antenna
Oh.
coming up that way, and then the...
One next time you knew.
She said something about like a flattering picture of herself in the Discord, and I was like, what?
Oh yeah, no, I was
Yeah.
I was looking at the derpy
Oh, that.
screen cap of the.
That thing that it does.
I take the most flattering photos. This is why I'm getting into voice acting, because it doesn't have to involve my face.
Oh.
It looks fine.
That was a poor decision.
It just looks like you're plotting against Mark and getting ready to do like the little hand edit sort of thing.
Or no, isn't this how you do it? Don't you just fall down?
Yeah.
Ah!
This is correct. Mark has found the way.
I don't like what I see. You died.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's not how you're supposed
Yeah,
to
I was
do that.
I'm fairly certain there's actually, like, a way to get down that's not that way.
Gotcha. I just assumed.
I mean, I thought that was hilarious.
You shouldn't do that. That makes an ass out of you and Uma Thurman.
What?
Wanna be like Uma Thurman. Yeah.
Of course, there's a song. There's not a
Yeah,
song.
have you not heard that
It's a
song?
song.
It's a beautiful song. Spoopy fish.
Fish.
Yeah, I'll bet you once you get on this platform, there's...
Hey, look, a ladder!
Well, there was a ladder in the last one, too.
It was just broken.
And he just fell to the depths of...
Now, how long is this ladder? Oh, only that long.
But now you can get in a... You can put her there and then get in a seat.
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Passengers, 5.
4, 3, 2. What? Oh, you're adjusting the passenger number. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Do I need to...
Cat Leader's gotten a little less friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, you did yell at her about the whole being upset about having a fake you and things like that.
True.
Or a second you. You're not big on the whole clone thing.
Luck, right? I woke up in the right body. It's a redundant copy. I'll never experience my journey, the full journey. You wouldn't understand. How could he? I couldn't do it, and you knew it. You were right in trying to hide it from me. I wish you'd done a better job. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit that make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right sign. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How can you know that it's not me? The me that I am, the same that I've always been. Please say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I did, tuck my arm so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge, and I felt the warm wind in my hair, and the sun was setting, and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of home? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Maybe if we make it to the yard, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like another time traveler. If not, you still have...
Thank you, dramatic.
Aw, that was nice of her. She didn't get to finish, but
Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
power disconnected it.
Yep.
Where's the tool?
The
Still
tool is
attached,
right
but
there.
you
I can't pull it
Can't
out.
retrieve it.
Ooh. Deep ocean.
Ooh,
Spoop Ocean.
pretty Nigerians.
Pretty.
They would sting the crap out of you if you touched them.
Yeah.
Of course,
As
first you would
as
collapse
much
your
as much as underwater stuff scares me, this is something that I would love to see.
Yeah.
Just like all the weird stuff down at the bottom of the ocean.
Dude, we should totally play Subnautica now.
Oh,
That'd be a
man.
decent spoop, depending on how far you get.
Well, now you can actually beat that game.
Yeah. Well, not because it's fully released now.
Yep.
Jeez, I wonder if you can like restore power to this thing and get Catherine back.
Gotta be a way.
Do you know it?
Looks like there's a key right there.
Yeah.
Hey, I know it's not much, but why don't we stop moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. I think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
The Midnight Zone, Perpetual Darkness, the Deep World. That's great.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without dreaming.
Yes. But generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
Hey, at least you guys still have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like some dead lady fused with a diving suit and a bunch of black goop. Weird combo.
Again?
Oh,
Oh,
this is a little different.
that's not.
Oh,
Oh, no.
jeez.
And
Nope.
I'm.
Is it that jerk?
I
Yep.
think it is.
The first prophet.
I figured we'd been playing into his hand, but I didn't realize he was still around.
Well, he certainly wasn't anywhere we had been.
Oh, he was just waiting.
Oh, good, you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
It spoke to me.
Looks like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good, not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by the Paper.
Bless you.
I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach town.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the RP has been here. We're
That would be weird, to meet the still in a human body version of you when your brain is inside cloned to a machine of some kind.
Yeah.
A machine that has to be hooked up to a computer for you to even communicate. Like, huh.
I know, right? If they're
There's
gonna,
a
like,
thing behind you on the wall.
if they're gonna give, like, personality modules to the Omni tool,
I don't know.
why not give this silly thing a speaker?
Would you want your, like, personal computer having the capability of consciously talking to you anytime it felt like? Like, if your cell phone could just tell you that you're doing a bad job at your life.
It would
Do you
be,
re-
it'd
I
basically
mean,
be like a Pokédex,
my phone
but able to
basically
talk
does
at once. Or it'd be like Siri, but with an attitude.
Siri with attitude.
Isn't that just Siri?
I think Alexa has more of an attitude. Play Digger Digger.
Oh, God. No.
Did you know that there's an app that matches you based on hatred of things? Drawing from social psychologists' research that shows people often bond over the shared dislike of others. Haters, in capital, that's the name of the thing, takes the opposite approach of other swipe-based dating apps and pairs you based on your dislikes, like slow walkers or paying extra for guacamole, rather than your shared interests.
You know, there's a bit of precedent for that in a Simpsons episode where someone was dating either Patty or Selma because, quote, they hated the same things.
But just a relationship
Same
built
things.
on, we both hate the same kind of people. What?
Not
I
just
mean,
people, but things.
That's why we're married, right?
No?
Uh-oh.
Like one says, Surly, the phone assistant that's tired of your nonsense.
Ooh.
Hold
Tau
on.
evacuation failed.
Fails.
Well, yeah, the Tau aren't very good at getting out of the way by the time the Imperium shows up, but...
Yartify. Remote.
Signed
Yeah,
Alan
Tau tend to
Waldeck.
just, like, sit
Ooh.
there and shoot things until there aren't things anymore.
the whole death before dishonor
So
mindset.
a lot of things don't actually get
Oh,
to
wait,
them
wait.
because of all the shooting.
Okay.
I mean, that's the rule. Tau aren't great in melee, but if you get to them, they're in trouble. Da 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 da.
However, if you ask the Tau, that's a pretty big if.
I mean, depends on which army you bring.
Dude. I got to play Shadow Sun in a one-off video. Now I kind of want to play Shadow Sun in a thing because I researched her briefly and was like, she's awesome.
Data buffer.
Stealth Tau.
Tau? Come in, Tau. Please answer, Tau.
For the greater good. Sorry.
No, that's the joke we've been making.
Try the next one.
Boy of 10 years old steals parents' car to visit grandparents 68 miles away, then tells police that he is a dwarf who has forgotten his license.
Sneaky.
And someone put the Skyrim Sneak 100, Speech 100, Illusion 100. Yeah, but the kid got caught, so...
Well, the kid got caught because unfortunately illusion doesn't work.
I've been very amused by the picture of the cat sitting on a dented,
Yes.
garage overhang, and it just says, "How to spot a dragon using illusion magic."
Well, it's not even just the awning. Like the pole underneath it is all bent and broken.
Like, it just looks like the cat is crushing this overhang.
Kitty, you appear to have a significant amount of mass for a kitty.
I mean, dragons are just giant scaly cats, so.
True story.
They do operate in a similar manner. With the exception of, the flight ability and the breath weapons.
I mean, cats would do that.
If they could, oh, absolutely.
Leave it there, I want to watch it again.
Strong torrents expected. Clarence Station, observatory.
I love it.
TV 5D Tau.
That's TVSD. Tau, Phi.
Okay, so there's going to be a powerful water wind coming out of the geothermal gash in the.
Also, since when do we have
C4.
TVs using SD cards? I'm just saying.
Maybe it's a standard definition TV.
Oh, that's fair. Oh,
Or is it?
Melissa, look at that one.
Oh wait, this way. I got turned around. Pretty.
Okay, game. You realize those jellyfish don't make it creepy; they just make it pretty.
Listen, pretty is only a brief allure before you get killed by it.
Stick to the limplex, and we'll go near them.
I can't, Proudlasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the world is out of control. She needs to get to Theron. Tell her what to do.
Raj, you can tell them yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
He didn't make it.
We lost the path. We need to go back.
We lost the
Here we
way.
go. Come on.
Yeah, no. No.
The light is over there.
Final push, Raj. Almost there. We're just...
And that was his last transmission.
And that
He's like super dead.
and that was his leg. Or would that be his arm? They both kind of do that thing
I like
with
that
the
the glow
bones.
stick still works.
That's an arm.
It's a future glow
Okay.
stick.
That's definitely a radius and an ulna. That's how those are arranged.
So, there's definitely something in the dark that doesn't like lights. So, be careful moving forward.
Yup.
Because actually, it's just the forearm that does the chew bone thing.
Yes.
I thought the legs did too.
Nope, there's
the-
just a tibia there.
The tibia and the fibula.
Wait, am I forgetting about the fibula?
You're forgetting about the fibula.
Yeah.
Blue leads to town. Follow the blue lights. And stay on the path. Good luck, Mark.
What is the danger? What was the danger before the WoW went out of control?
Something down here.
Something deep sea predatory, or danger of falling into a pit? Because
Yes.
of the fault activity.
Well, I mean, I don't think you could say that a pit doesn't come near the light. That a pit won't come near the light. So there is something. Exactly what is unclear.
It's big.
Mm-hmm.
You just saw it. Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Ooh, that's a current.
There's those strong torrents you were worried about.
Mm-hmm. Dang it, Torrance.
Is it pushing you?
Not currently.
Current.
Haha.
Mine, was it before you took shelter in front of that rock?
It didn't feel like it.
Can you walk into it?
Well, it seems to have slowed you down a little bit. Hey, look, you made it.
Yay.
At least you made it to a building.
Yeah. not one of those.
I think it would correct your vision a little bit.
Yeah,
'Cause
probably.
you're a little blurry. Oh, but it's also nice and dark now.
Artificial lure, reflecting artificial lure. Dried squid, 0 kilograms. Lots of nothing. Lure, dried squid, 60 pieces of anima lol. Cameras, quad HDR, low lumina. Results: target frilled shark, 150 centimeters. Rare shark approached the luminous lure, circled round to eat the dried squid. Unlikely that it frequents this depth, an anomaly. Atlantic blue marlin. Description: mantle the size of a man, 170 to 200. Oh, and giant squid. Nice. Estimated length of the whole thing, 10 to 12 meters. Frantic attack tore the marlin apart. Yikes. As soon as we turned on the lights, it quickly fled the area, clearly another specimen affected by the leaking structure gel. Partially covered in scales and newly formed bone structure protruding through the mantle. That's probably what we're looking at.
Squid aren't supposed to produce bone.
Nope. Results: target unknown, 40 centimeters. The creatures disfigured by the gel are manic and will attack anything. Still hard to determine how WoW has affected their behavior beyond their apparent aggression and affinity with light. The creatures seem to hunt something particular, something not present in this ecosystem. Mission logs. No, wait, that's where I just was. Statistics. Item 1. Humpback whale.
That's
Their population started going up
That's good.
after
the cataclysmic event.
After humans, stopped hunting them.
Squid. Unable to load data for the deep sea fangly fish?
Fangly fish.
I mean, that's what Strongbad calls them.
of course that's what happened. They lost the path and a mutated messed up dangler fish was there and
Good luck.
managed to successfully impersonate the pathlighting. Light is green.
You know what? I'm going to follow this cable. That seems like...
Honestly, that does seem like
Oh.
a good idea.
That's okay, there's blue lights.
Okay,
Ah,
look.
there's blue lights.
Let's say belong to mutated fangly fish.
There's lots of blue lights, though, in a pattern.
How many are there?
I see 4 lights. Oh, 5 now.
And then Q bites his hand and turns into a tractor.
Yes.
That was some glorious predictive text shenanigans.
Your words bring dishonor to my father. Oh, something's not happy. Oh, hey! Fish.
Dangerous mutant fangly fish. Maybe they're running from something.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, maybe I shouldn't stop then. Ha! Jerks.
You're supposed to stay near the lights?
Get in there.
you supposed to do about those fish?
Keep moving.
Huh.
There's a light.
Over at the Frankenstein's place.
There's a light. Burning in the fireplace. There's a light. Light.
In the darkness
I-
of everybody's life.
I wish I knew the harmony to that, but I can't just like harmonize off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Fish are back.
Oh, fish.
Woo!
Ow.
Freaking fish.
Find a place to find cover.
Looking. I'm looking. I don't see nothing, though. See.
My internet is clearly paying attention to me. I've started getting advertisements for the Ultra Saber, the combat lightsabers
Oh my
that you
God,
can
yeah.
do combat choreography with.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a shelter.
I did not save.
Warning.
This will give you electric powers. Buoys?
Wizards only.
Insufficient power.
If you can't lightning wizard, go home.
Well, I mean, I am a robot.
Learn the wizard, noob.
Now, can you hear this? Anyone there?
This is Tao. Who is this?
This is Ian Peterson of Beta calling. I got a team with me, and we're about half a kilometer from Tao.
What? How did... You came in the climber?
Listen, we're having a really hard time with this sector. Heavy turbulence is making it difficult to move forward, and the wildlife you've got is absolutely rabid.
The storm comes and goes. The instruments show the weather is relatively fair right now. You should move out as soon as possible. Stick to the lights. The critters should leave you alone.
All right, you heard the man. We're moving out, people. Tao, keep the doors unlocked. We're coming in.
The critters did not leave anyone alone.
They did not. There were lots of bodies along the way.
The critters apparently were no longer worried about the light. Like one said, entry restricted to people who can throw lightning bolts. Or wait, thunderbolts.
The garage.
Well, that's fancy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Oh, what
a
do you
Healy
call yours?
station.
Car hole.
Heelys. Okay.
It's a Healy station.
It's probably going to turn off the lights, though. Wait, before I do that, I'm going to take a look at this. That
Oh.
tells me nothing useful.
Hey, it's doing a thing.
It's got some power.
It's
what
doing
about
things.
That thing to the left. To the left. To the left. To the left. Near the entrance, there was a thing. There's like, oh, there's no power. Can't do a thing.
That was that.
Oh, is
That's what that is. Yeah.
that? Okay, never mind. On board. There.
Mark, you didn't remind me about my phone.
I realized that after I... And, yep, that killed the lights. But not those lights. I guess I have to go outside to get there, though.
In what appears to be a ridiculous underwater storm.
Okay, so status unknown.
Yes. I want to do this activity.
Why didn't you let that progress bar finish? There was a progress bar. I didn't let fish.
Oh, okay.
Hi, little buddy with lots of lights.
Show me the way.
It said you did not know the way.
It spits on you.
Ooh, row, row. Oh no. Roger, roger.
No, it's fine, game. This is only terrifying.
Yeah, the ocean isn't scary.
I'm surprised you're not being pushed around by this because
You are in a super heavy deep
water
sea.
is a lot denser than air. Like,
That's true.
air winds of this speed would push me around pretty bad. It'd be hard to hold my foot. Paralysis is a lot heavy. Whoa! What's up, squid?
Follow the lights.
Follow the lights.
So, was that the squid?
That looks
I
like
think
squid.
so.
Yeah, water is a lot denser than air, so a current of this speed would be terrifyingly powerful. Check out that critter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
These little guys look neat. Look at them. They're all over this cave.
Yeah, they're like deep-sea spiders, basically. Which, I'm in a suit, so that doesn't really bother me.
They're really cute. They're probably more crabbish things.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Spider crabs.
This is a maze.
I feel like following the glow sticks is...
A maze of twisty passages, all alike.
Yeah.
I swear, if there's an effing Gru in here,
I mean, that's effectively what you're fighting, is Gru monsters.
Here we go.
Always go left.
Always go left.
That's just the rule of video games. Always go left.
unless you can go up. Up is the only truly valid direction. I wanted to befriend the weird spindly crabs. There's so many of them.
This is their home.
I want to
Hey,
eat.
look,
I want to eat one.
What? Why?
Because she's an omnivore?
Because it's probably a crab thing, and it's probably delicious.
I mean, if you're going to belong to an apex predator species...
Although it does look like it might be a scavenger of some kind, in which case it might not taste great.
Yeah.
Most crabs are.
I guess that's true.
And anything that lives on the abyssal plane is.
No.
That is a fish.
That wasn't actually a light.
That is a big, scary, flip-flapping fish. And it is after you.
I'm not sure it can fit in here. Can it?
Oh yeah, it was small
It
enough.
was totally following him.
Oh, great. So you made a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going left.
Yep.
Quick, spider friends, envenomate that fish for us. Inject it with your dangerous toxins. You're crabs, aren't you? Crud. Pinchin? Can you peach?
Of course, eventually this is going to lead you out the other side,
Wow.
which is where you don't want to be.
Where do the
Yeah.
fish awaits? They're pack hunters. How bad would that be?
Pretty bad.
Like they're just flushing you out like you're a colobus monkey and they're chimps.
Okay, so here's where you started.
Yep.
So you definitely want to go back in, because you don't want the giant squid thing to eat you.
Yep.
But did you lose your fish friend or not? Like, did it give up?
Look for a white light and don't go towards it.
True.
Good luck. I believe at you.
Don't listen to Android 17. Do not go into it. Wait, 16. Wrong number. I am Android 16. I seem to have miscalculated. Okay, now, let's not befriend any more fish.
Those, however,
Look to be the correct kind of light.
yes.
It's possible the light normally keeps them away, but these storms make everything so dim they can deal with it.
Possibly.
Oh, my neck is so tense. Uh-oh. Oh,
Nope.
God.
What the heck was that? It looked man-shaped.
Yeah,
Yup.
it was man-shaped.
You just keep on a-walking.
Yep, I am
I'm
going
worried
to...
about whatever that was.
I am going to ignore that.
Just pretend you're playing that Slender Man game and don't look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't look at it and just keep going.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Can't hurt me if I don't look at it.
Anybody else think that the Slender Man movie has in really poor taste given the recent events?
What recent events involving
The-
Slender
the-
Man?
You heard about the two girls who tried to murder their friend, right?
Yes, in an idiotic attempt to appease Slender Man.
Yeah, well, one of them is like paranoid schizophrenic, is not mentally sound. And the other one, of course, was just a dumb, impressionable kid who it's just a dumb, impressionable kid. But like,
Wasn't that a bit ago though?
yeah, but the case was only just now, like, recently settled. And, like, within the month, the Slender Man trailer came out. I'm just like, poor taste. Poor taste, guys. Like, I thought it was kind of gross.
They got a little heavier blast doors on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're also deeper.
Maybe inside. Find the Ark.
Dive room. Dive.
Welcome to town. What's left of it?
You guys alright? What happened here?
We ran out of real food long ago. People have been getting sick. Haven't heard from anyone in months.
No shit, they all think you're dead down here. Some failed evac story circulating at Omicron.
Oh, God.
Listen, something. We're on an important mission, and we need your help to operate the Omega Space Gun. When it's done, we can all head back up the plateau. But now we need to get moving.
Of course. Head on through to the habitat. We shut out the cross-section to preserve power.
Alright, see you soon.
The phrase "we ran out of food months ago" is
We ran out of real food
Mhm.
months ago.
So now they
Hold
just
on a
have
sec.
like those little.
I need to go record my life.
I
They
just
just have those healing capsules from Chrono Trigger.
yeah.
But you're still hungry.
Butt warmth. Hello, husband.
Hello, Weef.
What?
That was an amusing way of pronouncing those words.
Husband? No. No, my nose. Oh. Ugh.
Loud wrists.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's much else after. I mean, you're gonna fight the big bad. For whatever that's. Or run away from the big bad. Whatever
Right.
it is. I
Well, but
honestly
we-
don't remember.
We still haven't gotten to that building. We've got to finish this building, get the Ark, head to that building that you're thinking of, do that part, and then we have to make it to the actual final building and finish the story. So that's 3 buildings to get through.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really that much more?
Yes. That's why you keep saying that we're almost done. I'm like, oh, we could be.
I mean, if you rush through it, yeah.
Oops. All right.
Could be.
I mean,
But yeah. Yeah, because you still have to make it to Alpha, which is a different building. And then you have to actually make it to where the space gun is.
I thought that was in this one.
Nope.
Oh no, you're right.
Boots.
Boots and pants. Boots and pants.
Boots and pants. Boots and pants.
Boots and pants.
Bees.
Always a good sign.
Mm-hmm. I misread that. I didn't say suit.
What are those active?
For subjual.
Gee, I wonder what that is. That me. And that's where I came from, right? Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
You came down from Omicron. Now you're down on the abyssal plane. Derping around in the somewhat wrecked ruins of Tau.
Don't need you right now. I don't like the sound of that.
Who's coming in?
A fiend? Ooh,
The clamps.
clamps!
That's a broken Omni tool. Okay.
That was a sound.
Mm-hmm. That's a weird keyboard.
It's the future. We stopped using, any recognizable alphabet a long time ago.
Of course.
Well, it appears to be covered in katakana.
No, that's not katakana.
No? Oh, wait, right. It's like a crazy mix of stuff.
Well, maybe a few of them are.
Yeah,
Okay,
couple
yeah,
of them
yeah. Some of those are hiragana,
are- Seems to hear guys from Greek.
but they aren't all.
It's all Greek to me.
The rewind symbol. I think you see a percent sign.
Okay. Oop, nope. Lights on. Something fun happened in here. You guys throw a party without me?
Yes.
Well, what'd you do that for?
Man,
We
don't
threw
train a black light in here.
all the parties. The only way to go is up.
That is a very secure door.
Yeah, that's a door that don't open quickly for anybody.
Crap. Oh, God.
Right there.
Friggity frack.
Oh my god!
Why didn't the button work?
Because you missed.
Dang it. Can I close this?
Nope.
Nope.
Just to keep on going.
Why can't you reclose the high security door? That doesn't sound like it's such high security if it won't close again.
'Cause lol.
Well, let's get both of these opening. Ah! Son of a bitch. Here, this is a quickly opening door.
No. No.
Why does it sound like a mountain lion?
No.
Nope, that one's dead.
Oh my god. Just there. Go, 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 go. Close it behind you. Woo!
Can he ladder?
I hope not.
Is he a Dalek? I hope he is a Dalek.
Daleks don't need ladders.
Elevate.
Elevate.
Oh, and that perma locked behind you.
That's-
There wasn't anything on it.
Oops.
I'm sure.
Oh my god.
I'm sure there wasn't anything important back there.
I mean, my heart rate's going. I don't know about anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
look.
was doing alright until everybody screamed. I was like, ah,
Oh, God.
really? Wait, no, I don't think that was him.
Nope.
Stowage. What,
Yeah, I'll get right on that, man.
That's just a ghost. That's just a harmless ghost.
John Ross. Remotely locked.
I mean, it'd be helpful if you stopped it.
Is he robot?
That's a person in their bed that's roboted.
Mm-hmm. It may well be the voice that I was hearing.
Maybe?
That person is probably dead.
Yup.
Can we do anything for him?
No, we're out of sedatives. If we had a gun, this would be the time to pull it out.
Did not expect it to end like this. Should have jumped the Cairo back to Omicron.
Without the Ark.
Forget about the Ark.
No, you don't get to say that. It's the only thing left of value, you know that.
Yeah.
Promise you won't leave it behind.
We'll all be dead one day. Then what?
We'll better keep it safe until then. Don't want the wild to take it, swallow it whole. I'm sorry, Catherine. It's okay, Ian. Just let it out. Let it all out.
I've been a good man. We messed up, Sarah.
There.
I should have launched. Taken the chance.
There's time. If Ashton says we can try again, when things calm down.
You gotta do it, you know. You got to.
Can you click on the dude that's the robot?
Well, he's got a thing next to him that you can click on.
Picture. I wonder if the other dude in the other room did. That's Catherine.
Mm-hmm. Jasper Hill, Theta. Everything went well. All the crew scanned and banked in the Ark, loading the shuttle to Omicron, leaving as soon as possible. Omicron. Ames and her crew welcomed us with open arms. Scans went well, should have most of them. Tau. We found 5 surviving members at Tau. They have been stranded here for months without radio contact or proper food. We managed to scan them all, though I suspect their arrival will cause some trouble inside the Ark as they feel abandoned by Omicron. I just hope everyone will be able to forgive each other. Phi. Shit went down. We couldn't launch. Going back to Tau to figure it out.
Does the other robot say something? In that first room you were in?
No, the ones that
I
are
don't think
moving
it did.
don't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was still talking.
Who the?
Ah!
I don't think that's wrong.
Ah!
Okay, it was just an apparition. We're good.
Who was that?
I don't know, but it knew who I
It's the
was.
same dude that was on the thing
Oh, him?
that talked to you. I think so. The dude who was
Yeah,
all
I'm
like,
pretty certain that's the jerk face.
he's talking about the wow.
Oh, maybe it's not jerk face. Huh. See, for some reason I thought it was the chess game man. Mr. Crazy inject everybody with structure gel.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Mark found a
Oh no.
toilet.
He has found a toilet.
The gods must be appeased.
Mm-hmm.
The gods of what? Thrones?
Yes.
It is
Thrones for the
Thrones.
throne god.
Okay,
Ah.
that actually looks like the way forward. I want to explore mainframe. You're nothing here. Oh, and there's a way back down.
No. No.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be.
Well,
a
no,
bad
you
idea.
came from above.
And I agree, we
Oh,
do
yeah.
need to stop the WoW. It's clearly spreading like a cancer and threatening to swallow. I'm not sure how capable it is of propagating itself, but I'm worried to give it time it could try to swallow the planet.
Minor structural damage, radio knocked out. Communications recovered. Omicron and the rest of Pathos 2 are all right. Something failing. Lumar losing the link. Urgent fix needed. Tom can't retrieve the climber until the link is working. Don't to get stuck down here. Although it looks like it says downtown.
Don't want to get stuck downtown.
Downtown.
Visited by SSE Wolchek, Dahl, and Holland? usage of something established until communications Lumar link at 100 back at 100%.
Evacuation of tower ordered.
We're all leaving for Omicron. Swarmed by monsters and no radio. We're effed. Oh, wait. Logs.
One said, Adventure game narrator, you cannot close the high security door. You use up the remaining energy reserves on the excessively long opening sequence.
Okay. Storage.
There's that
cabin
remote
A.
lab zone.
Yep, cabin B, cabin C, bathroom, infirmary, unmanned. Those are the 2 ladders. This is where I am. That's to the space gun. Let's take a look at the infirmary before we go then.
You mean
I keep on doing that. Oh, locked. Unlocked. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, I don't know.
What was that for?
Johann Ross.
They're all named Johann.
Probably Johann.
They're all named
Johann.
5 proper. Launch site fully operational. Omega SG.
I'm sorry, what was that?
SG.
Space gun! Go to the space gun! Alright. Use your chance to your dance for the space gun. A launch loop is more feasible though. And cooler. Space gun's a little too journey to the moon. Oh, speaking of, you guys can't check out the Falcon Heavy launch Tuesday?
Hello, person.
You're different.
Are you human?
Sarah Lindwall, payload technician at your service. A rare sight, am I right?
I'd say so. You're the first normal living human I've seen.
There's not many left down here. Most of them are up on the plateau.
You mean at Omicron?
Yeah,
There's no one alive at Omicron.
you've been there?
I've been all over. The power plant at Upsilon, the ruins of Lambda, the abandoned Delta, Theta.
You've been to Theta?
There's not a lot left of Pathos 2.
And I'm the only living person you've met? You mean I'm the last living human on the planet?
I'm sorry.
Who are you again?
Simon Jarrett.
Stationed out?
Nowhere. I used to work in a bookshop in Toronto. Long story.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm trying to find the Ark.
Why would you? How do you know about that?
I've heard it's the last hope for mankind.
Damn right it is. Now what do you want with it?
Take it to the gun at 5. Launch it into space.
That was the plan, all right. I've been guarding it ever since we brought it back to town. Just couldn't bring myself to let go. To tell you the truth, I don't have the strength to argue. And I certainly don't have the time to wait for the next sentient thing shuffling through here. Go ahead. Take it.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? Do anything for you?
You could kill me.
Good one. Are you serious about me killing you?
No, I'd love to hang around here until I dry up to the size of a raisin. Simon, his backing sucks. I don't want to live like this.
Shouldn't we be doing something to keep you alive? the last human. I just find it disrespectful to our entire history not to fight this. Sure, we have the art, but you're the real deal.
Thanks. That's probably the best compliment I've ever got. But the truth is that the Ark is all we have. We'll have to accept second best. You know?
This feels right.
So, I want to die.
Sarah.
Just think about it.
Stupid disabled button.
I still can't believe I'm the last one. This is crazy.
Jeez, can you tell her about like Catherine or anything, or? Yeah, pictures from inside the Ark.
If I knew you'd come, I would have cleaned this place up a little bit.
I'll take care of you in a minute.
I'm glad you came by. Good to get this over with.
My pictures, terminal.
Yeah.
Be my guest. I got no secrets worth keeping.
Don't know what did that.
Thorough look at what common chemicals and compounds found at Pathos 2 could keep you alive in emergency situations, last accessed by Sarah Lindwall. Nutrition, a manual on how to keep unconscious or comatose colleagues fed through intravenous drip. Methods on how to make room for additional payload after the casing has been constructed and left Delta. Anything else around here? No? Just more photos. Just nature photos.
Or you can walk away. It's
No.
your choice.
She asked me to.
Would you stay with me, please? It won't be long now. Just, please, just stay.
Oh.
What a
Sad.
crazy thing this was. Life. At least I won't have to turn 30.
Good crud, she's in her 20s?
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could have died at home with my friends. Have you ever been to Greenland? It's very beautiful. Well, at least when you get out of the city. Nanak is busy, and yes, there's like 12 million people trying to get around, but it's a great place. Or rather, it was a great place before the comet ended it all. You know what? I prefer it this way. I liked Piggs. I liked my colleagues. Ian, Nick, Jasper, even Catherine. People thought she was weird because she was quiet. She was cool. Simon, you still there?
I'm here, Sarah.
Don't let him die. Okay? Send him out there. To the stars.
switch it off.
I've got the arc.
Now you have to carry it while chasing things.
Or I guess put it on the radio there. It's a dumbwaiter.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd go downstairs and then call it again. Yeah. Okay.
Of course, now that one room is open.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really bright piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a...
Some kind of diagram.
Looks like a logic diagram of some sort.
Yeah. Math.
There's some sums. Freaking calculus 3 type of flop.
And screw calculus 3.
What's on the barber pole?
I don't know.
Got some frequencies.
So, oh.
But I like the
I don't think that's a barber pole. It's clearly one of those bank canisters.
Or one of the things that Mega Man busts open to get new powers.
I like the Nietzsche bobblehead.
You mean Robot Masters?
No. The ones where Dr. Light actually pops out of. And
Oh, yes, those.
I was hoping to see Omicron today. The evacuation ordered by the people at Theta was a gift, an excuse to leave Alpha and abandon the WoW. As the storm cleared, we swarmed by monsters that the WoW had facilitated. We were ambushed and forced back towards Tau. Glasser, Kovsky, Ketzi, and I survived. Eau Claire is in the infirmary, but it doesn't look good. Ketzi made a run for it to check observation for anything resembling food. Going outside is beyond dangerous. It's like going to buy cigarettes in a hurricane. She came back and she had some crumbs with her. We all knew it was empty. I think she just wanted a chance to die without carrying the responsibility of taking it herself. People from the plateau showed up. It was a group of engineers from Theta telling us that they wanted to use the Omega space gun to launch something called the Ark. It's an artificial world that carries brain scans made from people working at Pathos 2. The idea is silly, but endearing. We all agree to do a scan so we could take part in this afterlife. Some of the engineers returned from Phi. Apparently they postponed the Ark launch. They were all in a very foul mood and difficult to get any straight answers from. Except for one very important thing. They all wished to remain at Tau to figure this Ark business out. But then they had scheduled for the climber to pick them up tomorrow. Someone would need to catch that climber to alert Omicron to what was happening. Luckily, Glasser and I were able to take on this mission. I will finally get to warn Dahl and Sarang about the critical situation at Psi Alpha.
But then people die.
The pattern has stopped evolving. The WoW has managed to find balance. I convinced SSE Volcheck to turn off all external control systems, making the WoW our de facto caretaker. So far, it's exceeding expectations. Since the comet crashed a few days ago, January 12th, the WoW has dropped to a low energy state. It hasn't abandoned its duties. It's keeping climate and life support going. But it's been simplifying the pattern, redefining its protocol. The WoW has started to grow physically. It's not just the core chamber. All around Pathos 2 structure gel is bursting through the pipes, bleeding through walls. I don't know what WoW could possibly stand
the WoW's been doing.
Hmm.
The comet showed up and wrecked the surface. The WoW thinks its duty is to save the whole planet.
Hmm.
The heart of WoW has claimed such a large
Oh boy.
part of the core chamber that there can no longer be any question to its heightened awareness. Not only does its expansion suggest an unexpected understanding of space, but also its own physical manifestation within the world. The WoW is reaching out to every machine, every life form, to manipulate, to control. It's trying to help save its creators from all this, just like the protocol demands. But really, what is good enough? Where is the line drawn for what is human and what is not? Would walking corpses do? Would a group of machines thinking they're human be acceptable? We can't trust a machine to know, to understand what it means to be. We have to terminate the WoW project. It can be done. I just need to get some help from Omicron.
It's too dumb to know the difference. Oh boy.
You're technically human. I mean, that's kind of been the philosophical question asked this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
What the heck
human?
is that thing?
Eyeball?
An eyeball.
Looks kind of like it.
Looks like the back of an eyeball anyway. No, that's the WoW core chamber. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it used to be shiny and clear.
It's also messing up the apparatus that's supposed to be able to see it.
Some things you keep sticking your hand in.
Mm-hmm. Neuron.
No, that's a WoW tackle.
Oh, you're right.
Which is a
Actually, it may
neuron.
be
like a
both.
neuron.
It could easily be both.
Wow, core.
Right next to the Omega space gun.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Alpha confirmed on a picture. So much
Yup.
for super secret base.
Yeah, what's the deal with people thinking Alpha wasn't a thing? It's a missing letter. I mean, come on.
Well, it wasn't confirmed anywhere else that we've seen.
No, that's the first time. This is somebody from Alpha.
Yeah, like Alpha seems to be the facility where the WoW was, or at least the facility involved with it.
Yup. You are correct.
Just in case.
That's a good sign.
Isn't it, though?
So here comes the... Here comes another one.
With the arc. I should probably figure out exactly what I'm doing before I pick it up. Nothing in there. Nothing in there.
Nothing in my hands, nothing in my hands.
And presto. Energy pal.
Energy.
I got a dialogue kind of came full circle. Catherine had earlier said the phrase, "this version of me that I am."
Yeah.
And now Simon said it too.
Oh wait, that's not actually going to be that big of a problem.
Yeah, you're an armored diving suit. You'll be fine.
Hey, look, a thing for you to put the arc on.
Mm-hmm.
Attach payload.
Configuration failure. Configuration failure. Okay.
Now you can scan the thing.
Really?
Ain't no going back. Yeah, you might get to the end of the game. You got an hour and a half. Just gotta stop by Alpha and then go fire the gun.
Keep doing that.
Oh, messing with pipes.
Yeah. You can equalize the pressure manually. By just breaking it.
Good
That
job.
hurt.
I mean, whatever works. You're a robot.
Why was I built to feel pain?
That was always something I questioned as a kid watching Star Wars, was that one robot that's getting tortured by Jabba's dudes. I'm like, why does the robot feel pain? Who would be so awful?
Also, battle droids say ouch.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Like, that's messed up.
They don't feel fear, but they apparently feel pain.
Yup.
I mean, it's important that living things be able to recognize when something is wrong with them. So, by the same token, I would think it would be important for.
Yeah, but why actualize it as pain as opposed to just simple damage receptors?
Yeah.
Like,
just
Yeah.
this is bad. We need to not be doing this.
Just damage report losing functionality, or you know,
Must reassess,
Danger.
reevaluate.
And
Maybe it depends
minor
on
structural
the
damage, danger of losing functionality,
on the nature of the consciousness in the machine.
acquired repairs.
Like damage being a subconscious, effectively.
they also recognize imminent destruction. Because, and then a grenade goes off. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying that
The company that makes them clearly made the mistake of making the AI a little too good.
might have to look for an alternative route.
I think you're right. I was hoping I could keep up.
Because,
Listen, man, we're going as fast as we can.
whoever you are.
And there's light coming through there.
Through where?
Right behind you.
Behind you.
Behind you.
Behind you.
Behind you.
There. To your right.
To your right.
Oh,
I'm not sure why you thought behind you meant left or right, but
I was
it
turning. I was turning around 180 degrees.
As long as you don't turn around 360 degrees, that's awesome.
Turn around.
Up at the bottom of the screen says televangelist, on the TV. What's his name? Pat Robertson, that suffered stroke. He's the one that blamed Katrina on homosexuals
How's that idiot?
and all that stuff. Yeah, so I wonder who he's going to blame.
For his stroke?
Yeah. It's a little too late to say it's Obama's fault. But he's not going to blame it on Trump.
Ghost Shrimp.
Oh,
Cool.
dude.
Mike One says, battle robots that can feel pain. Brought to you by the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation. I think, yeah, isn't that the name of the company that makes droids? Especially like the Astromechs.
I have no idea. I know Sorosub covers most weapon construction, but I'm not sure about the battle droid company
Everything is the Black Sun's fault.
outside of, the Trade Federation. But
Black hole.
I know they don't actually manufacture their droids. They're just the ones that, use them. Ah, you found it.
Found Alpha, but what about Phi? Nope.
Pretty clear you're gonna have to go through Alpha.
Well, F. F.
That's where it all went wrong.
F alpha.
Where the WoW spazzed out and decided it needed to try and save every remaining human. Everybody's trying to save the whole planet. I don't know what it's up to. But wherever it is, it's decided it has a very big job ahead of itself.
Yep.
It has subsumed everything around in an attempt to aid its quest.
Excuse me.
I think that's how the Borg got started.
Yep, you're about to have one of the really hard decisions in the game.
Like I haven't already.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we had to cut off life support of a 20-something-year-old.
Honestly, the ending of this game is sort of a blur to me.
I remember it.
I remember running. Like that's what I remember.
And I'm sure there's plenty to run from. I mean, this is where the WoW lives. It's probably made all sorts of monstrosities. Like, I don't want to meet the welcoming committee, but I'm sure we're going to. What's that even lift? CRT monitors in the future. What the F?
It's a hard hat.
Yep.
I should put on the hard hat.
For safety.
There we go. I'm wearing the hard hat.
Maximum safety engaged.
It's actually impeding my ability to jump.
That's actually kind of funny.
Considering it should have like no inertia whatsoever. 'Cause
Right,
it's
yeah, no,
in water.
It's a hilarious physics. The physics engine says, no, there's a thing here. You can't do that.
Because physics engine is too lazy to do momentum calculations.
Red Solo Cup.
I fill you up. Let's have a party.
Have I introduced you to the show, to the web series Kai Loki?
No.
Okay,
No?
it's glorious. It's on-
Is it what it sounds like?
Kind of.
Random human is the roommate of Kylo Ren and Loki.
Okay, the random human roommate part was not anticipated, but
Yes.
Random human roommate.
Random human roommate. But they have a party and he brings solo cups and Kylo Ren spends the entire time fixing the cups by marking out solo on all the cups.
wow.
It's glorious. It's a beautiful show. I need more of it. It's still like the early stages of the series.
What is the correct term for the humanoids in Star Wars? Corellians?
Humans.
Since they appear to be from Coruscant mostly?
No, they actually have several points. Corellia, Coruscant, there's several different human empires. Naboo.
They're... In some of the art books, when they have stuff on the Doros, which are like the typical gray aliens that we would usually like associate like Area 51 and stuff with.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that they actually went to Earth and got got humans and just planted them on other planets, so that they're all still humans.
Because they did confirm, in fact, that the Doros have made it to Earth before.
Yeah. So they
So-
abducted humans and brought them to
So
planets in Central Star Wars.
It was a long time ago in a galaxy far away, but it wasn't that darn long.
I mean,
Or that far.
It was less than 1 million years if we were humanoid, or if
Yeah.
we were sufficiently us.
I guess that's
for-
true. Hey, that's
uh,
still a long time ago.
I guess they like gave them a technological technological head start of some sort? Because we're certainly not far along as
Tell me
that.
what you want.
I need you to stop the WoW.
Sounds good.
How?
The enslaved protein slotting around your suit is the use for which the WoW will create itself.
What are you talking about?
As soon as I get to Omicron, I tried to tell them to make the toxin and make the WoW with it, but they didn't understand. They put it inside my cabinet, and it's so infuriating. They needed to take it to Alpha, the fountainhead of the misery we created. The girl, she figured it out. She was going to take care of it. The WoW shrieked. They all died. You took the gel from the cabinet and made yourself into a venomous snake.
You're saying this toxin inside of me can kill the WoW altogether?
You are the snake, Simon. Now strike at the heart.
Private property. Please leave.
But
When did we drink something from a cabinet?
Okay, so do you remember when we had to make structure gel to put ourselves in this
Okay,
particular
I think that's a
suit?
snake. There's a snake.
Ha.
I think that is a snake. I see snake.
So when there was that particular sample of structure gel that we needed to make this suit function, and
Oh.
we finished it, which it ended up being a variant, which is why it didn't react to the WoW in general. That structure gel is toxic to the WoW. We inadvertently turned ourselves into a poisonous thing.
Cool. Let's go envenomate this thing.
So
There it is.
What the hell is that?
Heart. It controls all the structure gel on Pathos 2. All you need to do is poison the imprint, and the heart will unwillingly spread it across Pathos 2, killing it. Feed it, Simon. Push your arm into the heart.
So here's the choice here.
mm-hmm.
Come on. Do it.
If you do this, there is legit no future for this planet. It will just die. You can just walk out of this room and not do what he asked.
Can't let the world continue producing its filth. Kill it.
Take it easy.
It
Yeah,
also
you see-
means that all the people connected to the WoW will also die.
Yes, and you will kill every person that you have spared this whole game.
Okay?
Well, in fairness, there's not really any hope for him anyway at this point.
No.
But at the same time, I would rather launch the Ark first.
You don't get to come back
You
here.
don't get to come back here. This is your decision.
Let the earth be consumed by WoW's nightmares.
Well, I mean, if those things are the only things left, you know?
Would there be like other stuff still living on the surface?
There might be some things that grow out of in the same way that, you know, the meteor hit and wiped out
Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. And so the WoW might go up there and corrupt those.
You can't leave. We're not done.
Yeah, no, if the Earth is screwed either way,
Hey, Simon. Humanity will suffer for an eternity. If you don't finish this, I'll make you. Having your way.
Sweet, we're going to Burger King.
And now you can just walk out again.
Don't! You have to do this, Simon. This is bigger than both of us.
Yeah.
whoa.
The WoW will defend itself. It is watching you. It will let you make this choice.
Yeah, honestly, I think humanity has more of a future as a digitized sentience than anything on the planet has.
So why not kill the WoW?
Well, because for all I know, the WoW is supporting the infrastructure that will allow the Ark to be launched into space.
It has nothing to do with it.
Really?
Yeah, like they're completely separate things.
But
The WoW is literally just a cancer on the planet.
But
You've made your choice.
Everything is riddled with structure gel, though. I would think that would be holding things together. Like, more than just entities. Oh, no, wait, I got turned around.
Now you're stuck.
Yep.
You should get in that hole.
Hole? Oh, this hole. And get me some of my own structure gel.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever an instance where the Ark had anything to do with the WoW. Like, it was designed to be separate from the WoW because the WoW was screwing everything up.
Right, and I don't mean that the Ark directly has anything to do with the WoW, but the facility that holds the space gun.
No.
That infrastructure would be
No.
probably riddled with WoW, and thus might fail if I eliminate it.
I mean, there is an argument for that, sure.
Wow, that
You
is
creepy.
a very monstrous former squid.
I'm not sure that's a squid. It looks more like a moray eel.
So, do you want to kill the WoW or not?
You can't now.
Nope. He's already left it.
He's already walked away from that thing. Because once you leave that room, you can't make the decision anymore.
It's about to get you.
Yep. Is there a hole somewhere? Is this enough to protect me?
Possibly.
Maybe. Okay, there it is. It also looks a little bit like a decapitated coelacanth.
A bit.
Weird.
Okay. Oop, nope.
So now we don't get to see what it looks like when you kill the WoW.
No.
Does making the WoW still alive mean there are going to be more monsters than there otherwise would be?
Yep.
Hard to say.
If.
I want to say that there's more monsters if you don't kill it. Oh man, there's a thing right there.
Right there.
Oh,
Oh,
crap!
you're stuck
No,
on-
I'm stuck on a thing. Ah. That was not enough of a hiding place.
And it drags you back to the beginning every time.
Wait, the beginning?
Have you not realized that you're retreading the same area?
No. Like,
Yeah.
see, that's like right there at the end. That's where
Oh,
I
I
was
guess
getting
you're
to.
right this time. But a couple of times you've had to retread things.
And I could tell on one or two occasions that it was, Okay. Just dash past. Get into this thing somehow.
Yeah, probably can't get in there.
I would be very surprised if it could.
Welcome to the end.
Yep.
This is the end. My only friend. The end.
This has to be fine, right? Hope the Ark made it here in one piece.
Me too.
So if you killed the WoW, these light sources wouldn't be here.
Could at least be.
Yeah, I don't think it kills it right away, because I think it's that it poisons it and then it slowly kills it.
Yeah.
So, like, the healing stations would still be available and stuff like that.
Launch domes. That's where you need to get.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a panel to put her in.
Uh-huh.
Catherine, can you hear me?
I hear you. This is fine. What happened to town?
A lot, actually. But we're back on schedule now.
Did you find the Ark?
I did, but I kind of lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to 5. So it should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it.
She'll open up a bunch of stuff. Yep, turn the systems on.
Alright, phone is up and running.
Also, I kind of had a chance to kill the WoW, but I didn't do it. Because somebody was playing devil's advocate really, really strongly.
Did you find out what happened to the Ark team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to town.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those.
You remember, I did take college courses on philosophy. Hey, you can heal and get rid of this weird blurry vision.
Mm-hmm.
And worse, there's a toilet.
There is a toilet.
If it's still intact.
I mean, it's
the longest
like
day of my life.
a urinal.
It's just been one day.
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing patchwork of moments to me.
Oh god, the WoW's going out of the toilet.
It's May 11th, 2104, 3:30 a.m., but I don't remember when we started.
And the tentacle toilet can have one too.
I woke up in my bed today.
Okay, fine, if you don't want
It
it.
just happens to have happened 100
The
years
elder
ago.
gods are displeased.
It does. I woke up in my bed today, 100 years ago. Who am I? Who am I?
That's a commonly used Unix command.
Listen, man, it's a little late to be having an existential crisis. Or I guess arguably, it's never too late to have an existential crisis.
I think he's having a Linux crisis.
It's crazy to think where I am. Not only is this the future, it's in the middle of the sea. I know nothing of this time or what the world looks like.
Not much to brag about now. Before the comment, I guess it was okay.
Yeah. Better not oversell it. Might change my mind about the Ark.
I changed my mind about killing the WoW. I think you had a chance to kill the WoW. But then I walked away like a wuss.
What will you do when you get into the yard?
What?
What's the first thing?
Make sure the Earth is safe, stabilize flight path, activate solar panels.
What's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Oh. Watch some clouds roll by? Does that count?
Yes.
I'd say so.
I didn't want to risk ruining this opportunity, okay?
It was only mentioned that you wouldn't be able to go back and kill the WoW. It didn't say that killing the WoW would keep you from...
I mean, it makes sense.
And I can understand why you thought maybe that was a thing. I was kind of worried that might be a thing too. Like, oh,
Yeah,
this game better not.
Yeah, had I known that it wouldn't work that way, sure, I would have destroyed the WoW. But I didn't know that it would work that way.
And the cancer. Save the Earth!
But
I'm
I
sure
mean,
there's
there's...
plenty of normal biological life that's managing to scrape by up there.
Yeah, maybe microbial.
Hey, as long as it's eukaryotic, complex life and intelligence has a chance. Especially on a planet in such a convenient position relative to its home star as ours.
Oh, hey, there's the missile, the space rocket.
Yeah.
I mean, how
I
many
misheard that as the Bissell, and I was like, a vacuum cleaner?
I thought you said Bissell too.
Missile. Is that better?
Yes.
The Bissell. It goes to... It's funny because it operates in a vacuum.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Are you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We could just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then push through another 100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We needed to save them. To launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark. I'm taking it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down.
Get away from me! No!
What did you do?
It was an accident.
Catherine, talk to me. Catherine?
So that's Catherine.
Catherine,
Did you say something?
it's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine? Don't worry, it's better this way.
Is it?
Accident. Yeah, she got hit in the head with a
I think I
crowbar.
found the assembly space.
What do you see?
It's like a huge open shell, a bullet ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the Ark.
Phallic symbol, phallic symbol.
How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark, but it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying to stop you from launching.
Yeah, that's not reassuring. They killed me.
It was a scuffle. She got
How could they kill me?
really
Catherine.
belligerent, and I think he picked up that crowbar in self-defense.
Just they trusted me.
Come
And swung it too hard like a
Don't do this
dummy.
to yourself.
If you're gonna try and defend yourself with a crowbar, don't use full strength. If you want whoever you're fighting to live.
Yeah, no, they like.
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
There was some. Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted a friend. Like a real one. Someone you never hold back with.
I'll be your friend.
Oh, pity friendship? That would feel even worse.
Oh. No.
Do you think the Ark will make it through the atmosphere and into space?
It almost doesn't matter anymore. We just need to try. If we burn, we burn. If we're lucky, we just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new era. With the Ark on Earth, maybe we have a few decades of power to keep it running. In space, we have thousands of years.
Still, one hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
You mean hundreds of millions, Cat? The sun will be fine for a while.
Hold on a sec.
Need that to power
Unless you're
a
worried
different
about the
door.
panels degrading.
Yup.
I guess the panels could degrade.
There's also how far out it travels away from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to. It can hang out in a heliocentric orbit in roughly the same orbit as Earth.
I guess that's true.
And depending on the thrusters available on whatever they're launching it on, you can like pick a number of reasonable orbits.
Here it is.
Stable
We have
ones.
the Ark back.
Good job, Simon. Take it to the assembly space and load the bullet.
And then you'll have to come back and get the power cell thing.
Yup.
And you say phallic object, but it's just physics. Physics doesn't care.
Physics is a dick.
If you've got to
Physics is a dick.
if you've got to push a bunch of a fluid out of your way in a three-dimensional space,
Yes, I know how phallic symbols work.
a rotationally extended wedge is what you use.
Yes.
Preferably a curved wedge so that the air doesn't freak out on you.
It's
Because then you
better
get
for
turbulence.
penetration.
It is, actually.
He means sex.
Oh.
Aerodynamics.
Uh-huh.
Yes. The lube also helps.
Fluid dynamics.
Friction!
Aerodynamics is a subset of fluid dynamics.
Phallic symbol, phallic symbol.
You're a phallic symbol.
Can I load myself?
I'm just gonna load me. I'm going to space. Goodbye, everyone.
No, I like, can I load myself into the Ark?
Yeah, it would be cool if you could like get the thing ready for launch and then like take a scan of you and transmit Catherine into it, transmit yourself into it, and have it like an automated launch sequence. And have that be the end of the game.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Is that it?
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Now I'll admit making the rocket red was probably an unfortunate choice of coloration.
It makes it
Red
go
rocket.
faster.
Because it looks like a doggy dong. Which is highly unfortunate.
Up to the gun.
Snoop Doggy Dong.
Snoop Doggy Dong. Oh man.
Was this up before?
After she turned everything on, yeah.
Ah, okay. Stowage.
That was basically telling you where the Ark was.
Where everything was, but you already figured all that puzzle out.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, we know how it works.
I didn't realize machines found her that attractive.
Wait, what?
For her to turn everything on.
Uh-huh.
Project Carmen. That's in reference to the Carmen line, which is like where the atmosphere mostly ends.
Aren't you forgetting something? How are you gonna get us on board the Ark? Don't we need to make another scan?
Oh, don't you worry. You don't operate something like the Omega space gun with your bare hands.
You mean it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat, and I'll guide you through the final steps.
There you go.
All right.
Get into the last bits.
And I guess she's not worried about herself because she's already on the Ark. A younger version of herself, anyway.
She can put this version on there too.
I mean, that would be nice.
And then she can
Yeah,
be
be
friends with
Cat
herself.
She can be Cat 1 and Cat 2.
I have real friends. They're all me.
I'm a diving suit. I'm okay. Pressure rising, pressure rising. Boop.
Do 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 do. Hey, look, there it is. There's the big old space gun to your left. There's the pilot seat.
Space gun on the left. Oh, look at that space gun.
I mean, you'll get a good look of
You
it.
mean on the right?
Well, that's the left. Now, the pilot seat was on the right.
It looks so silly.
Well, I mean, it's got a. It looks like the Ava launch tube thing.
Oh, this looks like something a supervillain would have in their volcano lair. Oh, mass drivers.
Oh, I would never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this is over.
Right. Have a seat. Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Become one with the gun.
Take the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you've assembled.
How do you operate this thing?
Don't know, I never tried this one. But pilot seats are notoriously easy to use, so it shouldn't be a problem.
TR7X2944 1455. Whoop! 63 okay.
There we go.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and we're off.
Okay.
Here we go. No turning back.
Thank you, Sam.
Go back.
It's an amazing thing you did. I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys had better bandwidth.
Better bandwidth.
Oh no.
10 seconds. 9,
No, 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 no.
7,
Come on, little progress bar.
6,
You gotta be kidding me.
5,
Use the standard Simon.
3,
Use the sample all over the place.
Yeah, we made it!
that coin flip.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there, among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon and Omicron, just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
This is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are out there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
They kind of
I'm
are.
sorry you feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survived, that something lives on.
Fuck this.
Jeez, easy, Simon.
Yeah, he gets mad here.
I trusted you. You said we're getting all the fucking
You are on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance.
Jeez.
And the whole area's out of power.
Please don't leave me alone. Catherine? Catherine?
Simon, why did you freak out? Dummy.
The end.
Bad end.
No, that's not. Well, that Simon got a bad end.
Yeah.
I want to say there's more after the credits.
Yeah, so let's say, is there a more different ending?
Yes.
Well, it's after the credits.
Okay. So there's not like a different path you can take to a...
Tuco Fernandez.
Like you could have killed the WoW first, but
Yay
that's,
for
that's
encoding.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't actually change anything.
No, the story of this game is linear,
Yeah.
regardless of the choices you make. The choices throughout the game don't actually affect the outcome, but they do. It is an interesting psychological test for the player.
It's an ethics game.
Yeah, I would have killed the WoW just like in vengeance for all the people it killed.
Yeah.
Not to mention to protect what's left of the normal biological biosphere.
If there are any humans up on the surface, like keeping the WoW from getting anywhere close to them.
Or really, since it's probably gotten its programming twisted to the point that it thinks it needs to save all life on the planet, I would prefer to keep any remaining life surviving in holes in the ground and caves and whatnot. Normal and biological and capable of eventually becoming sentient in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
Not get trapped in the WoW's weird robostasis nightmare insanity.
Yeah.
I disapprove of this thing's methods.
Yeah.
But it is worth saying, this game is a hard game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from the standpoint of choices made and...
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Clown painting.
Now, if only our character didn't decide to be such an idiot.
I
That
mean,
bit was just unfortunate.
He's 100 years old. You gotta give him some slack.
He doesn't feel 100 years old.
I'm old. Where's my space applesauce? Applesauce.
Yes.
Hashtag Spapplesauce.
Applesauce. Applesauce. Why not?
Yes?
Green screen with a brain scan. Well, well, welcome to the Ark. Mr. whatever your last name was?
Simon.
Wait, it's
Wait,
Simon something.
Whistler?
Jared.
No, that's someone else.
Is this... Did it work?
Sex Bob.
Those are 3s, not 8s.
Whatever.
Learn to lead.
Sex Bob.
Learn to lead, noobs.
Hashtag Sex Bob.
I'm gonna tweet that.
What a blatantly artificial cave.
Welcome to the Ark.
Welcome to the Ark. Nothing here is real, but it doesn't suck.
Why is my Twitter so slow?
Maybe it's a slow day for the bird chirps.
I mean, it doesn't help that my phone is at 7%.
And this is how Fable started. I mean...
Your health is low!
Welcome to Albion.
Hashtag Sex Bob.
Welcome to Albion. Time to start your career of
At-
belching and farting your way up the social ladder.
Radio PS.
Calibration survey. If you are reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. This survey is designed to give the developers a better understanding of your subjective experience. Please continue with the survey. You describe your physical condition.
I mean, I'm not dead.
Mm-hmm.
I feel human again.
Describe your mental condition.
Dude, you have no idea what I went through to get here. My mental condition is hardly a
Yeah, but it feels vastly improved now that I'm here.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
How would you describe your senses?
Also, this version of Simon doesn't realize that the version of him is still sitting in that chair
Mm-hmm.
alone
Also
at the bottom
true.
of the ocean.
It's
Is he
pleasant.
not getting out of the chair, I wonder? Is he like stuck in it?
I mean, he probably could have gotten out. But, you know, what reason would he have to do so?
I don't know. Mess around with objects, put things in toilets, exercise his will as a sentient creature.
I don't know if you noticed, but he's kind of a Eeyore doom and gloom kind of guy.
After all we went through to get here? No! I'd like to find the
Ooh,
other dopes.
it's a city.
Yeah, a city. Hey, Vince. Big kitty.
Catherine? Catherine! I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, son. Everything's all right now.
Oh, we finally get to see the comet-torn
Earth.
surface.
Yep. Everything's on fire.
It looks better than it did during the Hadean period. I think it looks better than it did during the Moon Memory event. Now, just where are they planning on putting the silly probe anyway? Right, if I were them, I'd put it in maybe an orbit around the moon. moon orbit's probably pretty safe. But it looks like they're going for something further out than that. Well, maybe. That burn was not long enough to hit escape velocity, so I think they're just going into like a weird, highly eccentric Earth orbit for no good reason.
The end.
That's the actual ending.
Yay.
Congratulations.
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 And her face is back together.
Yep.
All right. We finally finished it.
Yay.
Do we want to go ahead and call it a night right here? Or do we want to, we could play Jackbox or something like that
I'll just say
for the remaining time? 45 minutes?
Yeah.
44
We got
minutes.
44 minutes. If we want to, we can.
My phone is dying. So,
There are places you can plug in.
yes, it's like I can.
And then we'll have to decide what we play next.
Well,
I think we're in the middle of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, we're still...
Oh, right. We have to bounce back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Which we could, in fact.
Moral, sucks to
start on
lose the
today.
coin flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't lose the coin flip.
Yeah.
Not that you have any choice.
All right. You
This
can...
game makes me want
Could
to
you turn on the
drink.
light, Daniel?
Indeed. Shine full.
Doesn't every game make you want to drink?
Everything makes me want to drink. This game in particular, like, it's a heavy game.
It is.
It's a good game.
Dang it, now I'm thirsty.